Hey guys, I'm going to be traveling for business this next week, so I'm going to miss the great product presentations, unfortunately. I'm going to be really sad to not be able to see all of the presentations you guys give, but I'm going to attempt to make a video and show you my great product that I really love here. So I think it's going to work out better because you can actually see me use it. What I have here is a stovetop espresso maker and milk steamer all in one, and I love this product because it's very compact. So you can see a little pressure gauge here, you can see the steamer here. I've got the other parts here all set up to go ahead and load this with the espresso roast and then show you how it's done. Okay. First step here, I'm going to load this up with the espresso, and it's a little different than your typical espresso machine here. You don't actually pack this, it's very loose, and so you just load it up here and kind of flatten it off and top it off. The next step here, while I've been loading this little espresso holder, I had some water over here that's boiling in the pressure vessel here, and so I'm just going to load this guy in here, stick it down, and then I slip that over there and tighten this down nice and tight. Okay, while this is heating up and pressurizing here, you crack this valve just a little bit to let the steam out and to let the hot water saturate the espresso. And this next step, you just wait for about a minute here. Okay, this is the part now where the magic happens. So we're at 2 times atmosphere here with the pressure, and now you have to very carefully and manually crack this valve and start the espresso stream here. Okay? So you can see a nice dark stream. What you don't want to do is to crack it so much that it starts to spatter and boil at the exit here. And this is the part that's really kind of unique about this product, is how manual this is and kind of the touch. The kind of soft touch that you have to learn and get used to. It's not automatic, it's very manual, kind of finicky, but that's one of the things that I love about this product, is how, oh, see, there you go. It starts to boil and you crack it back just a little bit. And now I have 1 shot, so it'll make 2 shots. I got the 1 shot, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my cup here. I pulled this off the burner. It's going to maintain the pressure while I go ahead and pull the second shot. The second shot's always harder because the whole thing heats up, and so it wants to kind of start to spatter and boil. So you kind of have to be very, see, you don't want that to happen. You want to kind of back it off and keep that stream steady here. Alright, and towards the end of the second shot, you always kind of start to get a little bit of that. Okay, I've got my second shot pulled here, so I'll put it in another mug there. Next is the steaming step here. So I put the whole device back on the burner. I've got my carafe of milk with my thermometer there. And I'll go ahead and start that. Okay. And you want to get a little bit of air from the tip there that starts to kind of foam that a little bit. And it'll foam up at just the right level, and I can set the whole carafe down here. Alright, and let go, and then it's just going to heat up to 160 degrees. So we'll come back. Alright, we're back here, and now we're just approaching 160. So I'm going to stop this, Turn my burner off. Pull off the spout there and take my thermometer out. Try not to make a mess. And you can see all the nice foam on the top. This is actually kind of more like a flat white. If you've ever had a flat white, I always scoop a little bit of it off to make it easier to pour here. Kind of split those between my two mugs. All right. Then go ahead and pour. I haven't gotten very good with the artistic part of this, but make a little heart here for my dear wife Emily. Pour mine. And there you have it. Okay. There you go. There's a lovely homemade latte here with my Bellman stovetop espresso and milk steamer. What I love about this product is how compact it is and how simple it is. No electrical cords. It doesn't sit on my countertop and take up space. I clean it up, I put it back in the drawer, and it's out of sight. And I just love the manual part of it and just the tangible physical part of making this. It's a luxury to have the time to make this espresso or this latte, and so it's something I always do on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. Not really something you do midweek when you're rushing out the door to try to get to work early or anything like that. I think the value proposition is definitely the size here. The innovation is putting these two parts together into one common pressure vessel, both the espresso maker and the steamer, and just having that all so compact like that. Some implications for managing innovation. So you saw some of the maybe non-optimal kind of parts of the design. You have to control this little valve very carefully, manually, kind of adjusting it. You start to get the espresso boiling at the outlet. You don't want that. That will actually affect the taste and make it taste overly bitter. And I thought about how to improve this design and modify it so that it wouldn't do that. There's ways that you could do that. But at the same time, this company, Bellman, they went out there with this non-optimal element to the design, and it's been very popular, very successful. So they kind of ignored that. They gauged that that was not a real important characteristic for people, and they have a very loyal following of customers, and I'm one of them. So one other last thing I wanted to mention here, and just talking about new product marketing from that angle. This type of product really appeals to people who value kind of more minimalism and a higher quality of life, but having less stuff, having higher quality stuff, but less of it. I take this thing with me everywhere. When I go camping, I take it. When I go on trips where I'm going to have access to a stove, I take it. You know, it's fantastic from that standpoint. So I think that's another element of innovation management that should be considered.